Like what exactly are this like?
What exactly is this level of organization? Level of
Yeah,
organization.
no. I mean, I know that the cells aggregate and then like they divide and form tissue organs and all of that. But then like so the loose cells are called porifera.
No, porifera, they like the members of the porifera phylum, they do not have anything else than the cells. They just have cells, meaning no tissues, no organ system. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that is why. Like whichever
So
example
like
is
what
given,
about Coelenterata and Ctenophora? They just have tissue?
tissue. Yeah, meaning they had cells, but the cells they came together, they formed tissues. So they have better, they have tissues, and then they do not have any organ. But the ones with organ system level, organ level, they have organs. They have tissues also, cells also, organs also, but they do not have an organ system. And for organ system, they have everything. Cells are also there, tissues are also there, organs and organ system.
Oh, okay.
Aisha, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right. So, could you please switch on your video? So, Aisha, to you in the previous class, I taught cell chapter, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Our classes started today and we started the living world, the first
Living words.
chapter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maha, what about your classes? When are they going to start?
Ma'am, what the school classes?
Hmm.
Well, June in India.
June. Okay, Aisha, switch on your video.
Ma'am, can you see me?
See, so in the class here, I was thinking of doing this chapter, Animal Kingdom. Okay, since I haven't done it with you, so I'll take you along the most important part of this chapter once more. And Maha, for you, it will be a revision. Okay.
Okay.
So, first of all, Aisha, I'd like to tell you what classification is. So, classification is basically a process in which we group organisms. Okay, like we distribute organisms, put them into certain groups. That whole entire process is called as classification. Now, this classification, we are studying it for the animals. So, we're going to study this chapter called as the animal kingdom. Okay. Now, when we talk about the animal kingdom, so first of all, you should know this thing that there was this person called as R.H. Whittaker and he gave the 5 kingdom classification. Okay, so according to him, wait, I was thinking one thing that whether or not should I start with a different chapter all in all. Like Maha, I have done only the basis of classification with you, right?
I mean, the last thing I wrote is like what is notochord and all of that.
Hmm. So basis of classification is done. So what do you guys think? Like, what should I do? Should I do with the cell chapter or should I go serially according to what the book has? I chose Animal Kingdom for your trial and I chose cell for Aisha's trial. What should I do? So there are so
Ma'am,
many
well,
chapters.
like any chapter is okay with me because I haven't really joined the school and everything yet, right? So like it's okay with me, like any chapter.
And Aisha, for you, the school is doing serially according to the book.
Yeah, the teacher said that she'll do unit 1 first and then she'll jump directly to like unit 5.
Unit 5 is which one? Tell me the name of the
Human
unit.
psychology.
Physiology.
Physiology, sorry.
So, okay, she's saying that she'll do the unit 1 first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue this chapter. This chapter is in unit first. Okay, so there was this person named R.H. Whittaker. So he gave the 5 kingdom classification. Okay, he gave the 5 kingdoms in which he placed all the organisms are placed into each of these kingdoms. So, for example, if we talk about the first kingdom, that is Kingdom Monera. So kingdom Monera has all the prokaryotes. Remember prokaryotes, Aisha?
Yeah, ma'am.
Right. I taught you in the previous class. And Maha, you also know what prokaryotes are?
Yeah.
So all the prokaryotes are placed in this one group called as the kingdom Monera. It's the highest. And then comes the kingdom Protista. Now in the kingdom Protista, there are unicellular eukaryotes, meaning those eukaryotes that are made up of just one cell, they are present in this particular kingdom. Then comes the third kingdom, kingdom Fungi, in which the multicellular eukaryotes are there. Then the fourth kingdom is kingdom Plantae, which contains all the plants. And then the last one is kingdom Animalia, which contains all the animals. So we right now are going to do this particular kingdom, kingdom Animalia. Okay.
Okay,
Now,
ma'am.
see, what is this kingdom and everything that we are talking about? See, there is this hierarchy. Okay, you might like you are doing living world, right? In living world,
Yeah.
they will teach you that the organisms, they are distributed in terms of the hierarchy level. Meaning, the highest hierarchy is the kingdom. The kingdom animal contains all the animals. Kingdom plant contains all the plants. But when you go further, like for example, animals, we human beings are also in animal kingdom. Dogs, cats, horses, elephants, they are also in animal kingdom. So there must be some sort of division to differentiate us from them, right? And then there are many other organisms that don't even look like animals. They are also in animal kingdom. So there must be something that differs us from them, and that is why we study the hierarchy. Meaning we all belong to one kingdom, and that is kingdom Animalia. But the phylum, the class, the order, all of these things are different. So these are the different hierarchical levels. The highest level is the kingdom level, and the lowest level is the species level. So kingdom, phylum in the case of animals, division in the case of plants, then comes class, order, family, genus, and species. All of these are the hierarchy of the classification. Is it clear?
Nah.
Hmm?
Why are you using the word phylum over here? Because isn't that something that is found in the blood?
It's wrong in the
I mean, phylum is found in the blood, right? So, like, why are we using phylum over here? Like the word phylum.
the word phylum is what?
But then, isn't phylum something found in the blood?
Phylum found in the blood. No, I'm not getting your question. I'm sorry. Phloem is there in plants, but other than that, there's no other thing. There's nothing, no phylum in the blood. What is phylum? Maybe something you're not able to make me understand. Tell me once again. It's okay, you say it's okay. Whatever you're saying, I'll clear it out. So say, don't get embarrassed.
Um, isn't like phylum something that is a component of the blood?
No, dear. Phylum is a name of a hierarchy. It's not a component of anything. Okay, like family, genus, like how we say that it belongs to a different species, that belongs to a different species. So consider each one of them as groups. Biggest group is the kingdom. Then smaller than the kingdom is phylum. Smaller than the phylum is class. So phylum is like a group one. Okay, it has nothing to do with blood or anything. I don't know, maybe you're confusing it with some other word, because phylum is not found in blood. It's found, it's what we belong. Okay, and plasma is there in blood, then erythrocytes is there, but phylum, any word relating to phylum I can't remember, but it's not there in the blood. Okay, and this is the hierarchy, like sequence. This is how you people have to learn: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. You can't interchange in. This is how it is said to be, and this is how you people will learn. If you have difficulty, so you can take this mnemonic to learn it. Keep pots clean, or family gets sick. The first alphabet is the name of the group. So K for kingdom, pots ka P is for phylum, clean C is for class, order O is for order, family, gets, the G is for genus, and sick, the S is for species. So if you use this mnemonic, if you learn this thing, you know that the first alphabet will confer to the group that we are talking about. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Now see, this chapter is, you can say, very different from whatever you people have studied up until now, right? That is why I'm 100% sure that you people will have sometimes the doubts in such a way that you'll be like, why are we studying this? What's the point to study this weird name and everything? Why? But again, it's a part of your syllabus, so you're supposed to study it. And other than that, there are so many new names and everything that you're going to see. So that will make you feel like you've become a senior now. Other than that, you people will have to learn it. There's no other way around. Okay, you have to, read it 10 times to learn it, but you have to learn it. Now, so when we put anything into groups, for that we require some sort of criteria, right? If you're doing any sort of distribution, you need a criteria for your distribution, right? Same way, when you are classifying organisms, meaning when you are thinking that, okay, these two organisms are there, they are different from each other. But how are they different? On the basis of what they are different? So that is the basis of classification, meaning while telling about any organism, you are going to keep these things in mind. First one is arrangement of cells. How the cells are present in their body, very important. Their body symmetry, whether they are asymmetrical, whether they are not symmetrical, they have a symmetry. So all of these things, again, body symmetry. Then whether they have a body cavity present or not. Then what kind of a digestive system do they have? What kind of a circulatory system do they have? What kind of a reproductive system do they have? All of these things you have to keep in mind. I will discuss each one of these things in very much depth. Now, we are studying the kingdom Animalia, right? So animal kingdom is there. Now let us see under the animal kingdom, what are the different phylums that we are going to see. So the first phylum is phylum Porifera. All the lower organisms that are animals, but you won't even, like, they won't even look like animals, but they are kept under this particular phylum. Then Coelenterata or Cnidaria. So this is the second phylum. Then comes Ctenophora. Ctenophora is the third phylum. Then comes Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, this thing, Hemichordata, Chordata, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and lastly, Chordates. So all of these are the phylums, and you have to study about all of, like, we belong to this Chordata phylum. Okay, have you people seen starfish?
Yeah, mom.
Yeah.
Starfishes belong to Echinodermata phylum. Okay, so starfish and humans, both of them are animals, right? Starfishes, they are fishes also, but fishes are also animals.
Yeah.
So imagine them being animal, they are present in a different phylum. We being animals, we are present in a different phylum. So maybe we have a lot of differences, right? Can the starfish speak?
No.
No. Can they make any kind of sound?
No.
No, they can't. They can't make any sound. So they are present in a different way. Okay, how many of you have seen octopus? Not in real, but in picture also. Octopus.
Yeah.
I have seen.
They are present in, you've seen in real?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen it. So the octopus, it belongs to the phylum Mollusca. Okay, again, so different. And okay, how many of you have seen butterfly? Everyone has.
Yeah.
So butterflies, all the insects is present in Arthropoda. All the insects. It's the biggest phylum. So just like that, the reason why I'm saying all of these things is because every single organism has a phylum that it is present in. Okay, it's not present randomly. That is how we are grouped. Meaning, you know that, okay, have you seen the picture of, or any kind of insect up close? For example, a cockroach. How many of you have seen cockroach up close?
Yeah.
You might have, right? I think everyone has. The most nastiest insect in the world. So if you might have noticed, or leave cockroach, this thing, mosquito. that is the most up close. I don't know the places where you people live, but here in India, there are abundant. So if you have noticed closely, don't their legs look like this?
Yeah.
Right? It's a very bad picture, but still, visualization you people can understand. Their legs look sort of like this, isn't it? Meaning this represents a joint in the insect's leg. Okay, a joint. But if you think about our legs, do they look like this?
No.
Right? We also have joints, but our legs do not look like this. So all the insects, now if you pay attention to all the insects, every single, whether it is a cockroach, whether it is a mosquito, they'll have legs like this one, jointed legs. Because of this very reason, they are put in the Arthropoda phylum and not in anywhere else. Because this phylum has this unique property that every member of this phylum will have a jointed leg like this. Okay, that's why they are put in this group. Okay, now you people might have seen earthworms
Yeah.
in picture in
Yeah.
reality, but if I draw the structure, won't they look like this? Isn't it? They'll look sort of like this only,
Yeah.
with a lot of rings on their body. Apart from that, have you people seen a leech? A picture of a leech,
Yeah.
right? It's sort of like this, and it also has a rings like this on its body. So see, all those organisms that have rings present on them, rings on their body, so they are put in the phylum Annelida. So now they are also animals, but again put in a different phylum. Clear? Getting my point? Hmm?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so the reason why I'm taking these examples is because I want you people to understand that every group of animal is unique, and the properties that this whole entire group has, it's not present elsewhere. Meaning, if I'm talking about the jointed legs of the insect, only present in Arthropoda and nowhere else. Clear? So
Yeah.
like each of the phylums, they are unique to each of the animals. So you people have to understand that this is not a pointless chapter. Even though the words may seem very weird, the words may seem something that you never have heard in your life, but try to cope up. That's all I can say. Okay. So these are the phylums. So did you people understand the difference between a kingdom and a phylum?
Yeah.
Yes,
Which one
ma'am.
is bigger, kingdom or phylum?
Kingdom?
Yes, kingdom is bigger, isn't it? Because kingdom contains all the animals, and then the smaller sections of the kingdoms would be phylum. Okay, this is what I mean to make you understand. Yes? Any doubts?
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let us look at the levels of organization. Now, every organism, now this is the most basic thing to understand. So, every organism, they have a level of organization. For example, if I am talking about us humans, do we have cells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do we have tissues in our body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you name any tissue of our body?
Blood?
Blood, right? Fluid connective tissue. Okay, very good. Apart from that, do we have organs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and do we have the organ system, for example, digestive system, reproductive system? We also have that. So we
Yeah.
are at the highest level. We have all of these things. Now, if you people remember, there was this thing you might have studied in 9th also, 10th also, that first of all, cell is there. A group of cell is called as
Tissue?
Tissue.
tissue, right? And then when the group of tissues come together, what do we call it?
Organ.
Organ?
Very good. And when the group of organs are there, we call it as
Organ system.
System?
organ system. So this this much you already know. So now there are some organisms that are only made up of cells. They don't have tissues, they don't have organs, and they don't have organ system. So those organisms, they have this level of organization called as cellular level of organization. Meaning they just have cells in their body and that is it. Nothing else. Okay. So one such example for that cellular level of organization is the phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera doesn't have tissue, it doesn't have organs, it doesn't have organ system. Nothing. It only has cell. So since it is only having cells, so we say that it has a cellular level of organization. Okay, cellular means made up of cells. Any doubts in this?
No.
Sure. See, this basis of classification is the only thing that will make your basic for this chapter. Okay, if you understand every single basis that I'm going to teach, so once we reach the phylums, when we start, so what will happen? Like, for example, phylum Porifera. So if I'm teaching about Porifera in depth, all of the basics that I've already taught, they will only come there. Like, for example, I say phylum Porifera made up of, like they have cellular level of organization. All of these things only we are going to put there. So first you have to understand the basics. Now, the second type of level of organization is the tissue level of organization. Now, in the tissue level of organization, the cells have come together, they have formed tissues. Okay, they don't have organ system, but they have now cells and tissues. So this one is found in the second and the third phylum, phylum Coelenterata and phylum Ctenophora. These two phylums have tissue level of organization. Okay, and what is the advantage of a tissue as compared to a cell? Like, how is a tissue better than a cell?
Like a group of cells, so it can perform more functions.
Yes. Since there are many cells together, so now they'll distribute work among themselves. One cell will perform one thing, other cell will perform another. So there is this property which is called as division of labor. So this division of labor will be present in the tissue level of organization. So it's better, right? Now, the next level of organization is the organ level of organization. Here, the tissues will come together, they'll form the organ, right? Like eye or maybe what? Pharynx, right? Any kind of organ will be present, but the organs will not be connected to each other. Simple organ is there. For example, like in our body, we have heart, but our heart is connected to the arteries, veins, and everything. But that will not be here. So they just have organ, and that is present in the phylum Platyhelminthes, flatworms. Then the last and the most highest level of organization is the organ system level of organization. So here organs come together, they are making organ systems, and this is present right from the phylum Aschelminthes up until the last, the highest, which is chordate. So we have organ system level of organization. Clear? Even the insects, they also have organ system level. The octopus, the fishes, all of them have organ system because they have proper systems in their body, reproductive system, digestive systems, respiratory system, all of them. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so this was the first basis. Now the next is the digestive system. Now, if you think about human beings, so in the case of human beings, there are two openings in the body. One is for taking the food inside, and one is to remove the waste food outside, right? So one is the mouth, the other is the anus. So there are two openings in the body of humans and animals. But then there are certain lower organisms that just have one opening that will be serving as the mouth as well as the anus. So right now, since we are talking about mouth and anus, so obviously it is about the digestive system, right? So when we talk about the digestive system, so it will be of two types. It can be an incomplete digestive system or it can be a complete digestive system. Now, incomplete digestive system is the kind of the digestive system wherein there will be only one opening that will be serving as the mouth also as well as the anus also. So this one is found in the platyhelminths, meaning the flatworms. That phylum has incomplete digestive system. But when we talk about the complete digestive system, so this is the kind of digestive system which has two separate openings. One acts like the mouth, the other acts like the anus. Clear? Any doubts?
No.
Okay, I should tell me one thing. I am saying that incomplete digestive system is found in the platyhelminths, right? Can you tell me why is this incomplete digestive system not found in coelentrates? Coelentrata phylum or Porifera phylum?
Because they're more advanced.
They are more, yes, they are more advanced, but give me the main reason, like why? Advancement is
They'll
correct.
have like two openings.
No. I'm not saying that. See, no. I'm saying that platyhelminths, they have incomplete digestive system. Means they have one opening serving as the mouth, also serving as the anus. Now I'm saying that platyhelminths phylum has it, but why not phylum Porifera, the first phylum? That's my question.
First level? I'm not sure.
See, because it doesn't have an organ system level, no. It just has cell. That's it. It doesn't
There's
have
no
organ.
specific spot, right? It doesn't have like a specific opening for both the mouth and the anus. It can
Yeah,
like
it can't.
ingest and extract from anywhere.
Yeah, it can't because it's not possible for it. Why? Because it doesn't even have tissue. How will it have a system? Getting my point? That is why that level of organization was important to understand. This much you've understood, na students? Why do I feel like I am not able to teach you? You've understood, na? Sure?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
See, wherever you people have doubts, please feel free to ask as many questions because this chapter is very new to you. Okay, and because I have this habit of teaching higher class students, so sometimes I feel like you already know it, but I forget it that you have just now come to 11th. Okay, you are new to 11th. So that is why if wherever you have doubts, you tell me, ma'am, please don't treat us like 12ers already. Ma'am, we have just come to 11th. Remind me this. Okay. So digestive system you people have understood clearly.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the next is circulatory system. Now, there are organisms like us humans. We have a heart for blood circulation, like people have studied in 10th. And our heart is supplied with a lot of blood vessels that will be carrying the blood away from the heart or towards the heart, right? But then there are some organisms that do not have blood vessels. They have a pumping organ, but they do not have blood vessels that will be transporting the blood. And tell me one thing, if the heart doesn't have blood vessels, so what will happen?
It won't be able to transport the blood.
No, it is pumping. It is pumping. Let's just say that it is pumping the blood. The blood is coming out, but it doesn't have blood vessel. So what will
The
happen?
blood won't be transported directly around the body, and then the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood will also mix because there's nothing separating it.
Yeah.
After the blood gets pumped out and everything.
It will get mixed up. It will not get properly, you can say, transported, but still it will be transported. Okay, why? Because all the other organs, they will be normally present in the body and the blood will be flowing over them. Okay, it's like how we get a very, like we have a pipeline system in our body, right? Every vein, every artery is responsible for carrying the blood very precisely. But here, so the kind of circulatory system in which the blood is pumped by the heart and all the cells and tissue, they are bathing in it, meaning they are getting drenched in the blood. That is called as open type of circulatory system. No blood vessels are present. Whereas when we talk about the closed type of blood vessel, circulatory system, so in there they have a heart which pumps the blood and the blood vessels are present like arteries, veins, capillaries, and they will be transporting the blood. So here very precise blood transportation is happening. No mixing of blood is happening. Very nicely it's happening. But in the open type, not so nice. But still, heart is there. Pumping of blood is happening. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
So these are the two types of circulatory system. Then comes body symmetry. Now, there are some organisms that cannot be divided into any halves, equal halves. It's not possible. Now, Aisha, tell me one thing. If I would ask you to divide yourself, to cut yourself in such a way that you would divide yourself in equal halves, how would you cut yourself? In which direction? Yes, exactly. You'll cut it like that only. Then you'll have a left half and a right half, equal halves, right? Now, if I ask you to divide this thing into equal halves, from where will you cut it?
It can't be divided into equal halves.
Yeah, it can't be divided into equal halves. Why? Because this is asymmetric. So when no plane passing through the body can divide it into equal halves, we say that it is asymmetry. And this asymmetry is found in phylum Porifera, the first phylum. Okay. Then there are some organisms that you can divide them by passing the plane through any part, like this way, this way, this way, all the ways you can do, and they'll be divided into equal halves. So that will be called as radial symmetry. This is the kind of symmetry wherein any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the organism into two identical halves. Yeah? Any plane means if this is the central axis, if it's a like radial plane, vertical plane, horizontal plane, it can divide. Then when we talk about us, right, in the coordinates, so here only one plane, the vertical plane, will divide the body into two halves. Clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now you do one thing. You note down till here. Then we'll move forward. First, you write this part. Till then, Maha, you can relax. You can revise. And then we'll. Okay. You people can switch off your video. Write down something.
Done, mom. Excuse me, mom.
Yes.
Mom, from the next class onwards, could we start the living world? Because that's what's going on. They like start in school, and we're gonna have Sunday tests,
Okay.
and they like take tests of everything that we did in the week. So that's why.
Okay, no problem. You could have told me first, na, so I would have started that chapter only. Okay, no problem. You write it. In the next class, we'll begin that chapter.
Okay, mom. Done. Mom. Done, mom. Done, mom. Done, mom. Done, mom. Done, mom. Done, mom.
All right. Okay. So, students, we'll keep it till here only for today's class, and we'll continue in the next class. Okay.